Recording I just started. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So internal security, what is internal security? What are the things involved in internal security? Those things we will discuss. Okay.
Okay.
So before going into that, I just want to give you some responsibilities around this internal and external security. If you are working as an admin or any developer, as a tester, we will not, if you are a Salesforce tester, we are not going to bother about internal and external security.
Okay.
But we are not going to apply them. There are admins or developers who are going to apply them. But just for your information, in real time, when do we do this? Okay, external security, we rarely work on this feature. Internal security, we work on this regularly. External security, it is not so impacting to the internal user. See, external security is related to whom? External user. Sorry, the company level, right? Company level and external forces, we are not allowing them to access our. The internal security is specially made for the internal business users. Business users means it's not only business users, it is you, me, you as a QA, as a developer, as an admin.
People who work on the organization.
Yeah, within the organization. Very few concepts you need to know for interviews, but internal security, you need to know a lot of things. That all we are going to discuss in the upcoming sessions. Okay.
Okay.
Now, okay, that's great. Internal security is being divided into the following categories. Okay. Starting from the bottom, we will come. It will be like this as an example for you. Initial setting will be organization-wide defaults, then roles, profiles, and permission sets, then sharing rules, and then manual sharing. Okay. At these 4 levels, we are going to apply the internal security. Okay, got it? This is like a pyramid, down pyramid. Okay.
Okay.
If you look at this picture, another picture, as and when you go up, you are giving users lot of access. Arc-wide details, very limited access. Low hierarchy, some more. Sharing rules, you are giving few more. Manual sharing, then some more. Then done like this. Okay, like this it will go up. The tree will go up. Okay, the access tree. Okay. And then coming to profiles, role, permission set. Okay, in profiles, what we do, we implement few settings to leverage the restrictions that are applied on the OWD. So what is OWD first?
Organization wide default.
Yeah, this is like a basic level security we will be giving for every user when we create any specific record or any app or anything like that. Okay.
Okay,
This
so
is
the organization for all the users, it will remain the same, right?
yes.
Default.
Yes, this is a basic access that every user should have in your organization. Profiles permission set, we are giving some additional settings and things over here. Sharing rules, we can share records based on some criteria automatically. Manual sharing is like when we want to share our record with other users one to one. It's not one by one, it's one to one. Then we can use manual sharing. Now, if I want to share if I am working on a specific record, I wanted you to work on this, I can change the owner and share it with you. I can change the owner as your name and share it with you. These details all we will see. Okay. Just remember that we have 4 types of internal security we can apply in these four ways. Okay.
Okay.
So before getting into these things, okay, we are saying we are applying OWD, we are applying profile permission, we are doing sharing rules, manual sharing, but On whom we are going to apply? What do we need? The prerequisite.
So we need some of the users profile or need to be created.
Yeah, we need pro users.
User, we need to create one profile.
User. First of all, we need user. Okay. Who is the user here?
Yeah, the person who is having the site Salesforce account, who is logged in into the Salesforce.
Okay. So any user who wants to access Salesforce, we are going to create a record for him. I mean, as to give him the login access. That is called user record. Okay. So user is someone who is going to work on the Salesforce. Okay, it could be a developer, it could be a admin, it could be QA, BA, Scrum Master, UAT users, whoever want to use, we are going to create the user records in the Salesforce. Now, but around this user, we have multiple things to do. Okay, there is a separate thing for this called user management in Salesforce. So what is this user management? This user management, how to create a user, how to reset the user password, how to activate the user, how to deactivate the user, how to release the user. These all details we are going to discuss today. Only the user management. Okay.
Hmm.
User management is very useful in day-to-day work. It is also important for interview and certification purpose. Okay. Now the requirement is, see, we have created our own user record for practicing purpose, right?
Hmm.
Now say there's a project scope is like we are using our Samsung company, right? Samsung client wants has bought some Salesforce software for 10K USD per year. Though the org belongs to Samsung now for 1 year, Samsung employees cannot use Salesforce if they don't have user record created by us in Salesforce. In other words, login details are required, right? So even though the Salesforce Samsung bought some Samsung bought Salesforce for 1 year for 1 hour, they want to give the access to their employees, right? So who are going to create the user records for them?
He.
We as an admin, right? As a Salesforce admin, we normally create the users. Okay, but by default, Salesforce, while giving you the org details, org access, they will create some master login. That master login, we will get it. That master login will again take it back to. Then he will create as per the requirement how many users they want. He will be creating in their organization. Okay, but when you buy any Salesforce license, then at that time one master user will be given. Then as per the user, how many users you have created, based on that the Salesforce will charge. Okay,
Okay.
that
So
charge.
for example, for one user, there will be only one profile will be assigned, right, for that particular person, or else multiple profiles we can assign for that particular person.
One profile, one user only.
Okay.
Or we reverse like this.
Okay.
One user can have one profile. Got it? Are you seeing this arrow? I'm putting it towards profile. One user can only have one profile. See, let's not get into the profile. Profile is a big topic. Now, how to create a user, what are the things present in the user record, we will see it. Okay. Now, to create a user, we need to go to the setup and then we have to search as user. Under user management, user section, we have users option, right? Users, just click on this. Here you can see the list of users that are present in my org. You see, there's
Yes.
many users, but you might see only one user in your org because you don't have other, you have not created any other users. Okay. Now,
Okay.
how shall we create a new user? Okay. There is a button here, new user. Click on it. You see, this is the form where we are going to enter the user information. Let me tell you what and all we have to enter here. Okay. Now we are going to create a user called Tom Cruise, for example. So I just entered first name and last name. Alias is being taken automatically by Salesforce. We don't have to worry about it. Just leave it as it is. Even when you are creating a new user record in real time, you don't have to change this alias. Okay, just leave it as it is. Okay, then email, let's say tom.cruise@gmail.com. See, I just entered tom.cruise and just hit tab button, then username and password nickname came automatically. So the standard way of giving the usernames is give the same name as the email ID. For any user, username should be same as the email ID. Okay, this is one of the standards you have to follow in Salesforce. You can give any name here. You can give trail.com.org1, like that also you can give, but the user has to remember this and log in. Okay, as a best practice, give email and username as same. Okay, nickname you don't have to worry, just leave it. Then we have something called role. So what is this role? So in any organization, right, in any organization, this is organization, we have different departments, right, different levels of people we have.
Yes.
So these roles are nothing but to segregate your access level or to, or it will tell us what are the levels we have in our company. Now the top level is CEO.
Yes.
Then who all are present under CEO? How the access level is being given? Are you having any other things like that? Different roles are there, no? So we have to select any role. Now just don't worry about the role. Just select any role. For example, we will discuss in the next sessions about the roles and the profile. See why I am seeing only one profile. Sorry. I have to, before selecting the profile, I have to select some user license.
Salesforce platform, I guess. Or force.com.
Okay. Okay, let me select Salesforce.
Naveen,
Salesforce.
is the profiles are sorted based on the roles?
No, profiles are sorted based on
Based on
the
the role selection, it is not
no
sorted.
based on the user license.
User license.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
See here,
Sure. Next.
we have this topic we are going to discuss in the next few minutes. But okay, anyways, ignore this. Profile you say select one profile as of now. Okay. Select any profile like this. Okay. Then what else we have? Email encoding. We have different options. In real time, we will see few more options. Okay. This is nothing but how do you want to send email in Japanese, Korean, English, and whatever it is. Okay.
When we get like GMT or GMT is a different thing. Okay.
Local
It's a
settings
time.
is different.
Uh,
Here time zone, what the user time zone you want to see, you can give it here. If you want to select IST, then system, whatever records you created in your org, that will be displayed in your selected timeline. Now if the user is in this time zone, if he creates any records, then that records information creation date will be according to this time zone. Okay.
okay.
Then local English, United States and all. What is this English, United States? How many English? All these are there.
UK.
No, why so many English and some other countries are there?
Mhm. Accent will be different. No.
So every country has
Region.
different accents and different way of writing some words, letters, like that, right?
Uh,
Some some countries may call as center. Some countries will call as center like this. Some will call color. Some will call colors like that, right? Different things are there that we don't have to worry, but just for your information, yes, you said accent and writing will be different things, so they have given like this. Language, you can select any language. These are the language supported by Salesforce. You can select any language. And approval settings and all, we are going to discuss in the approval rules. Okay. As of now, don't worry about this. Okay. Now, yes, since we are worried about the sales user licenses, then see what is there. See, actually, what is a user license?
mm, might be free or paid, I guess.
Okay, so let's say
Authorized.
1 second. You bought some car. Okay, you bought some car. Okay, now you want to use this car. Now, can you directly go and use this car without having a driving license?
No.
What will happen without driving license? Can you drive the car? Okay, we can drive the car, but that's illegal, right? In
Mm.
India, everything is possible, right? Can you drive a car? No, not legal. Similarly, your car, your family members can drive without license.
No.
Same,
Okay,
not legal.
so that's why the same case, Salesforce also. Okay. When you buy the cloud Salesforce org, it will. not allow you to access. It will not allow your users to give access directly. Okay, even though you buy that software for 1 year, you have to buy the licenses. What is that license, right? What is that? That is called as user license. Here we got driving license, right? On the top we call driving license, but in the Salesforce term we are calling it as user license. So Salesforce will be charging us based on these user licenses only. Okay. What is meant by charging? I'll tell you. Okay. So user license charge. Salesforce has segregated their charges, license charges for one user. It's like a pay-per-use, right? Pay-per-use, right? Pay-per-use software, right? So initially you paid some amount to Salesforce and bought some 20 licenses, right? Let's say 20 licenses. Now you can create up to 20 users only, right? One user, one license. One user, one license. Got it? Want to create additional 10 licenses or 10 users along with the 20, then you should go and buy additional licenses from Salesforce. You understanding the concept? One user can have one license. Initially if you bought 20, then 20 users, up to 20 users you can create. If your organization is growing, if you want more and more people want to use your software, then you should increase your licensing. Now licenses are again divided into multiple things. Okay, what is licensing?
Authorization provided to use that software, specific software.
Okay, one second. No, not that. See, licensing. Okay, licensing means some authority to use the software, Salesforce software. That's fine. Okay, one person should have one license. If you one person were giving access, then one license is utilized. Okay, that's fine. Now we have multiple types of licenses here, like Salesforce platform license, charter, work, and what you have seen, force.com identity, right? So what all are these things? This is the level of actions that you can perform. Let's say we are going for two-wheeler license. We have two-wheeler license, right? Can you drive four-wheeler?
No.
No.
We have four-wheeler license. Can you drive heavy vehicles?
No.
Similarly, these licenses are segregated in such a way that some of the features are given to that users, not user directly, but some level of actions availability. The usage will be more and less based on the licenses. Okay. Now, what are those? We'll see in the notes. Okay. So most widely used licenses are what? Salesforce and Salesforce platform. These are the two licenses that are regularly used. 99%. Okay. There are many licenses in Salesforce, but we rarely use. Some of them are charter work, etc. Okay. What are the difference between Salesforce and Salesforce platform license? Okay. Now you keep, just focus on this. User who has Salesforce license can work on any standard and any custom object. Can we see Salesforce here? Salesforce license? Only Salesforce?
No.
There is no
It's a
Salesforce, right?
Salesforce platform.
We have only Salesforce platform. Okay, let's take Salesforce platform. But what does Salesforce platform will give us? But Salesforce platform license allow us to work on any custom object, but not all the standard objects. Like user cannot work on opportunity codes, leads, forecast, case, solution, etc. These are what? Standard objects, right? In the Salesforce. Have you ever heard these words?
Opportunity and leads I have heard.
Opportunity codes, forecast, case, these all things we will discuss on interview preparation. Okay.
Okay.
But just remember these are all the standard objects. So that means there is a deviation, right? This is 100% full access Salesforce license. Salesforce platform is somewhat less access. It's nothing but based on your customer requirement, based on your client's requirement. If your clients wants to go for full length usage of standard and custom objects, then go for the Salesforce license. If your clients don't want to use for the user, you don't want to access the standard objects of Salesforce, but he just want to customize, then go for the Salesforce platform license. Other licenses we can ignore. Okay. Now, okay, have you, now we are talking about the Salesforce license, where it is. Since we are in the free trial version, learning org, we will have only two Salesforce licenses. See, see here. Can you see this?
Yeah.
I cannot edit. This is came by default. Since I created my org, I requested access for the Salesforce. By default, he has given Salesforce has given me the license as Salesforce. That's the reason I was able to access on all the things. Right? Access all the things. Now, okay, I said we by default for training purpose we will get two licenses only. What licenses? Salesforce licenses. We will get only two. What? Where is the other one? I have given it to some other user. Maybe Dick, Tom, someone. Yeah, for other user. Got it? That's the reason we are not seeing when we are creating a new user here. So that means our limit has been occupied. If we want additional Salesforce licenses, we need to request to Salesforce. We need to buy it. Okay. You understood?
Yeah.
Now, okay, boss, understood. Now in real time, how do I know that how many licenses are left for me. Before that, are you clear about the how to create enter first name, last name, alias, email, and all these things?
Yes.
And after entering all the information, if you save, click on save button, then whatever email you give here, email will be sent. You all know, right? You already created.
One thing, like, I just want to know, since like you have showed right in your profile, it has showing as a system admin along with some Salesforce, right?
Mm,
You say as a user.
mm.
So here actually it was we can't able to select that particular system admin along with the Salesforce. We are getting only option called Salesforce platform, right? We don't have a Salesforce.
That's
It
the
depends
reason,
on
right?
like
100% we
license
will.
are supposed to be added, right? It will
What?
come.
What?
Like other license
Other
will be
licenses are meant for other privileges. These
okay.
charter, force, identity, work, these all are not required in real time actually.
Okay, okay, fine.
Charter external is something different, charter free is different. These all are not for internal things. Only
Hmm.
Salesforce and Salesforce platform are required.
Hmm.
And so I told you that Salesforce license and Salesforce platform license, these two types of licenses are widely used licenses in the real-time projects.
Okay.
Yeah, that's also why we are choosing that. Again, we will see. We have already told you in which cases we use this platform. We use this licenses. Sorry,
Hmm.
right? You understood?
Okay, good.
So after entering all this, now you will have one Salesforce licenses, guys. I showed you why to waste, why to confuse you. I just edit this. Okay. So if you look at here, this is a Salesforce license. That's the reason some default profiles which are present in the system. I have
Yeah.
not created any profile. I am seeing this. I can select that means
Okay.
along with the Salesforce system admin and along with that some other profiles will be given to us by
Okay.
Salesforce. Okay.
Hmm.
Now we want system admin, so we selected. When you create a new user, I'll give you the assignment today. Then you can select system admin for that user, select user license, and then select system administrator profile. Okay. Roles and all you can ignore now. Okay.
Hmm.
Now we want to understand how many licenses are left with us. Where to find it? You guys have any information?
No.
Okay. So there is an option called company information. Here, if you click on this, you can see that this is the organization details. Naveen Brahmaroti is the primary contact. Whenever you buy a Salesforce, you also see like this, who bought this, who is the primary contact and all these details. Now, if you observe here, user licenses, Salesforce is a one type of license. How many was there? Two licenses were given. How many we have
Yeah.
used? Two. How
Two
many are
license.
remaining? Zero remaining. External apps login 20 are there, nothing used, 20 are left.
Okay.
Work.com 3 are left. Customer community identity 110 are left. Like this, we can see. Here also we can see. Same information on the top or in the bottom. But you understood?
Yes.
Yes.
But
Okay. So what is the costliest license here in Salesforce? Based on our previous discussion, you can tell no.
I guess it's a
Salesforce license.
Pro version, right?
Sales- Salesforce
Talking about
license.
license, not about the editions. We
Yes.
are discussing. We'll discuss about edition also. Don't worry. In next few minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Salesforce license is famous as compared to Salesforce platform license. But when will you recommend your client to use Salesforce platform license instead of Salesforce license? I have given one answer if the budget of
When
the
they are
client is
not,
limited. I also discussed this, told you this answer. You can tell me now.
and also means when they are not using the, I mean some of the options which is not
At some
required.
options,
I mean the default options,
but
Standard and custom objects.
standard.
when your client don't want to use standard objects, then we can suggest Salesforce
Platform.
platform licensing. On the above only I have told you guys. They cannot work on all the standard objects like this. You understood? These are some of the interview questions you may get. Mostly not for QA, but just it's a good to have knowledge for you about the licensing, what are all details. You are getting my
Okay.
what I'm saying, right? What you
Yes.
understood now? What is license? What is a user? What are the different types of license available? What are the most widely used licenses? These are enough. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Great. Now one more interview question for you. How many users can we create in one go in Salesforce manually? I'm saying it as 10 without using any tool. I'm saying it as 10.
Okay.
Is it possible?
No, only two system admin and
Guys, I'm saying users,
100.
not profiles.
Only two, I think.
Just now we have
Two.
seen how to
One
create user in user
Yes.
one
record.
user one time.
One user one time you're telling. That's wrong. We can create up to 10 records, 10 user records at a time. There is an option to create multiple users. Add multiple
Yes,
users is
yes.
there, no? This button.
Okay.
Here in the users page, you have add multiple users. If you click on it, and again for this, you should have license. Just select license, let's say identity. Because identity has 110 licenses, that's why I selected. Okay. Rest all are like 3, 2, and some other. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. Up to 10.
If you want to add more users, then you should enter first all this information, then only go for the next 10 records. What all are required here, guys? First name, last name, email, profile, role. That's it. Rest all are it's okay. You can re-enter again if required. Okay. By default values it will take. You understood? First name, last name, alias taken by system automatically. Username, when you enter email, username was also taken automatically, right? The same name as email, it is taken,
Yeah.
right? See here, if you observe email or username, both are same, right? And profile, based on your availability of the licenses, you can select this. Okay. Now under identity, I have only identity profile. If I select Salesforce, I could have selected Salesforce administrator, system administrator. You got it? This is the way we can create up to 10 user records at a time. And there is another option also. If you use data loader or any other data management tools, we can create bulk user records at a time, 100, 1000, 5000, whatever you want. Okay. It's just an insertion of values only, right? This is also user record is also an object. 1 second, I'll show you. What I'm saying, user record is also an object. Select users. Here I'm not seeing users. Yeah, maybe see here this is a test environment we are not seeing, but in real time, right? You can search like this user can open, you can see list of users also, or you can search user like this directly here, Tom Dick. See Tom Dick user, it is open, right? Whatever we are seeing there in the back end, you can see that information here, except the profile and all details, some other details will be displayed here. Got it?
Okay. Okay.
So using this, we can get the user ID here like this. This is a Salesforce ID. User also has an ID for which we will have IDs in Salesforce. For which thing we will have IDs in Salesforce?
For the user, like
Record.
Records. Yes, user information is also one record in Salesforce. That's why it has a unique ID. Every user will have a unique ID. Got it? Guys, this user information is very important in your if you are working as a QA, because you are going to test with multiple user profiles or users in real time, and you might have to create some test data based on specific user. These kind of scenarios are also there. Okay, those all
I mean,
information. Yes,
for every user, the chatter page will defaultly comes or what?
where is the charter page?
Down. In this Tom Dick user, if there is a chatter, no? Here.
This is
This will
org
comes
charter.
default.
This is org charter. No, it's okay.
This will comes default.
uh,
Okay.
this is internal discussion. If there is anything, if he is added into any charter groups, then that group's information it will be displayed here, otherwise no. Last time we have seen, right,
Uh,
how to create charter and how to add a member. If we are adding this Tom Dick into that group, charter group, then he can see that information here. Okay, got it?
yeah.
Okay guys, now one more important thing we have to learn. Okay, in external security, we have seen password resets, expire all password, right? Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the previous
So,
session,
so what is the use of that?
like all the passwords of the particular organization will be gets
And
resetted at a time.
when
Yes, all,
any malicious attack happen,
yeah, all the users' password will be.
reset,
Expired at
Gets
one
change.
reset.
go.
Now here in internal security, we can reset the password of individual user also. This is how we can reset individual user. Here you can select this user and click on reset password, then it will work. Otherwise, just open this user information, click on reset password. Then like this, a message will come. Reset password for this user, click on OK. Then normally the one email will be sent to the user saying that your password is reset. Please do this thing. Please reset your password.
Navin,
Yeah.
I mean, only admin can do this activity, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. For specific user, he can reset the password so that it will trigger the email to that respective user ID.
That is what, guys, we are learning admin, Salesforce admin part. Don't ask this question again. Whether admin can only do, because why we are all doing this since we are an admin. Okay.
Again,
Understood.
no, Navin, my question was totally different. Suppose if we have the sales manager, example, I am the store manager. So store users also there. So I have created separate credentials. So being a manager, I should be in a position to handle, right, from the
that
client's perspective.
that user, that we can apart from this system admin, we can also delegate this credential to your managers or someone also.
Yes,
That
yes, that
option
is what
also we
my
have.
expectation. Yeah.
But by default, we are learning about the system admin. You will see that options.
Okay, okay.
Okay, guys. What is the now reset now? You know how the reset will come. Okay, let me show you.
For this also, we don't need user permission. Password reset, individual password reset.
Sorry, I didn't get that question.
In the bulk password resetting, we are not needed of user permission, right? That
See this kind of user. You are seeing my screen. Still seeing my screen.
yeah.
Yeah, we
This
are
is
able
how
to see your
this is how
screen.
we get to reset our password. So basically, when do we do this kind of things is the user will request when user forgot or when user forgot his password to log in, or
Mm,
if he has attempted wrong times, maybe some
mm.
different reasons, right? The user will request us to reset the password.
Okay.
Okay.
Based on user request only, the admin will do
Uh,
all the things. These things.
yes.
Fine,
Yes.
fine. Okay.
Okay. Now, what else is left? Okay. Now, okay, that's great. And now we want to discuss about activating user and deactivating. You guys have any idea of this? Activating a user and deactivating. How to activate? When you open a record, by default, when you create a new record, this active checkbox is there, no? This one.
Mm.
Yes.
By default, it will be checked. That means it is checked.
Mhm.
If you
Yep.
want to deactivate any record, you need to uncheck. Deactivating user removes them from all the delegated groups and sharing privileges. The following page prompts you to remove this user from any teams. You can still transfer this user record to an active user and view the username under manage users. What is this? Why it is showing this message? Just read that
This is
message
the user.
properly. Read that message properly for 1 minute.
So, like the particular user, if we deactivate, right, we can transfer the particular work of that user can be assigned to the other one, whatever that he has created the things
I
in
mean,
that
the
particular.
user profiles and groups he is mapped to, means that can be transferred to the other user.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, let's talk about some real-time example. Okay, I I think I'm becoming a pro in drawing this without help of the sketch pens. Okay. Okay, boss, this guy. So, boss, tell me before these all things, why do you want to deactivate a user first of all?
I mean, you can suppose example if a user A left the organization, and
Mm.
still if you are not deactivating his account, he can access the
Okay,
data
in
from the
which cases,
organization.
if user is leaving the
Organization.
Or
okay, what all cases?
if he is doing some breaching kind of thing in by presenting in the organization.
That obviously
And,
lead to termination, right? That's okay. Mm.
and for contractor employees, we will not give the once the contract is end. That is also kind of leaving the
By
organization.
default, it's nothing but end of the day, everything comes to this reason only, right?
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
But but what Salesforce is suggesting, Salesforce is not suggesting
To
to deactivate a user.
just delegating the same roles and responsibilities
Why?
to another
Why?
user.
Why it's not? Because in the real time also someone is leaving the company. We want this leaving guy to give KT and all the information to this new guy, right?
Mm.
It is like based on the license, right?
No,
Based
no.
on the license, it will cost for the organization.
There's I'll come to that point, Manjunath. First, listen the
Okay.
concept, okay? So normally, in general, we normally what we do when someone is leaving the company, we normally get KT from all this, get all the required details or documentation, whatever, from him, and transfer knowledge transfer will happen. He will leave it. He will leave the company. But in Salesforce, it is not like that, right? You let's say you are an admin or a developer, right? You might have created or worked on multiple backend things, okay? Or you may have so much of data on your name which is required for your org. In that case, if you directly delete this user or deactivate this user, this all will be impacted, right? We cannot know what and all he was, what and all he looked into it. There is no option to fetch all the information based on a specific user. We can find couple of object data, but not all the things. So that's the reason you understood. So lot of loss or headache will happen if you do such things. That's the reason Salesforce is suggesting us to, what is suggesting?
Maybe it will be kind of
Delegating delegating the
mute kind of thing.
Mute.
Mute in the sense means presenting inside the company, but not he cannot do anything. Yeah,
Please.
I am about to convey that
But
only. Okay.
but still still
Mm.
there is one more. Okay, now we got some answer, please. But I will ask you one more question. Instead of deactivating a user, this is an important question, guys. Can you delete a user in Salesforce?
Again, the same effects will be happen within the org if we delete.
What about others, guys?
similar way. I mean,
Same answer.
it will be yeah.
See, Salesforce never gives us an option to delete a user record.
Okay.
Never delete a user record, and there is no option also.
Okay.
That's the reason only we are going with deactivation, and we still can go for deactivation if we are sure that the user is no longer required. But all the data that we are worried about here, all this information, right? It will be still there. It will be still there on his name only. But what happens once you deactivate a user? Once you deactivate a user, license will be released so that you can give it to
Another
another
user.
user. Got it? If you delete it
Yes.
only, then this problem will happen, right? You work multiple things, this thing, this thing. What we thought inactivating means we thought of deleting. But delete option itself is not there. Then why are we worried? The user record will be there, but he is in inactive mode. But whatever data and all is there, it will be active only, right? No problem. That won't affect
Yeah.
all the backend settings. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Now this is fine. What is freezing now? Do we have some questions around this on user? Can we delete any user? Say
No.
upfront, say
No.
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 Any interviewer ask no directly. Tell them that Salesforce has not given us option to delete. I'll show you guys here. Let's cancel
Okay.
this. Do we have delete option here? Are you seeing somewhere
Nowhere.
No.
or on
We
here?
get a deactivate option, right?
What? Where?
The users we will get a deactivate option.
Not deactivate, delete option I'm showing. It's not there, right? Delete.
No, delete is not there.
I'll show deactivate this one. Who created this? I have not created this.
Default created by Salesforce, I think. You
Last
can see
modified by
Salesforce
me,
name.
created by me only. Okay, no problem. I'll deactivate. Not a problem. Deactivate. Okay. Save. One license will be released. If I go to company information, I'm not sure what was the charter expert. We have not taken that count. What was that? Yeah, charter.
Last
Expert.
second. Chatter.
Charter external.
Expert, I think.
Expert.
No. The license is charter free. Okay. I was looking at license. Earlier, I think 5,000 too much of number. Okay. It's okay. We didn't observe that. That's fine. Okay. Now, how to freeze a record?
Think by selecting
Select
the
that
user
specific user
freeze
and
button.
access. Yeah.
So when you open any user record like this, there is a freeze option, right? So what is this freeze used for? Why is this freeze used in real time? If I click on freeze, I can do
Deactivating.
freezed. That's all.
It cannot
Only one.
perform any action in the platform.
No,
Even
in
though he's
real time,
present inside the
why do
org,
you want to go for freeze? Tell me.
to keep all his roles and responsibilities working in the org.
No, freeze is holding the account.
Yeah, that user will be
Some
frozen and
unknown.
he cannot do any actions in the organization. No.
Correct. It should not be done here. Navin's
Ah,
question was why we need that.
In what all
yes.
cases we are going for freeze? See guys, if you are freezing a user, license is still occupied by that user. But keep this in mind. Why do we do this? Why do we freeze a user? It's already overtime today. Okay, I'll tell you the answer. Let's say in your company,
Sorry to intervene. Navin, if any, maybe it sounds silly. If any girls go for maternity leave, I mean, taking any sabbatical leaves,
oh no, silly, that's correct answer. Long vacation or maternity leave
sabbatical leaves.
or any medical issues, whatever. If your active user who is working on the project had to
Yes,
take unexpected things,
correct,
so or if he is traveling to some other countries on different engagement,
correct.
but he'll come back to our engagement after the trip. In that cases, we will avoid. Okay, so different things. So once he is back, we just unfreeze so that the user will be active. Okay,
Okay,
it's just like a temporarily we are blocking the user from accessing the Salesforce. That's it.
okay, okay.
Okay, now what's the difference between freeze and deactivation?
Deactivation.
It's a temporary way of deactivating a user. User is still part of company and license is occupied. Permanent way of deactivation is like a permanent way of deactivating user. Once user leaves the company or org, and license will be released when you deactivate it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So freeze we have already discussed what is a freeze. Now, okay, there is something called as editions. So licenses we have already seen, right? What is the edition?
Updated versions of Salesforce.
Okay, let's say we have cars, right? So we have cars. You have car, right? In car, they have different variants, right? What are they called? Different variants, right?
Yes.
Why they divide that variants?
Based on the features or options available under different variant.
Features or options or pricing also be different for different
Yes.
feature variants, right?
Customer desires.
Yeah, nothing but it's nothing. Edition
Options.
is also when you look for any car. Let's say we are buying any Maruti car. or some other car. They have different like X, what is that? LXI,
LX,
EXI,
LXI,
Yeah.
ZXI,
EXI,
Z
ZX.
plus something. In Tata, some different names. So, what it offers, what the basic model is offering, what the above or the top model is offering. The basic model may have only AC, only normal steering, normal chairs, not like that. But top model can have alloy wheels, open top sunroof, the music system, those different things, right? Advanced features. The same way, Salesforce are also categorize their pricing based on the usage, based on the level of based on the level of features that it is providing. Okay, guys, you're still there? Yeah.
Yes, Navin.
Okay, so addition is something like that. Okay, so addition again, just like the basic model has less price and the top model has a more price, addition also has different pricing versions. Okay, I'm copied. See, additions will tell us this is the answer. Additions, it will tell us what Salesforce or can do, how much storage, coding, limit, features, etc.